Sight for a date.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to your Pennsylvania Dutch Minute, a viewer request. I got an email this week from a gentleman who said, why haven't you done a video on the Pennsylvania Dutch flag? And he then included this awesome picture of his flagpole, I guess, at his house with the American flag flying there. And then right underneath it is the Pennsylvania Dutch flag. How about that? Great picture. Thanks for sending it in. And it is a great question because many of you might not even know that there is an actual Pennsylvania Dutch flag. So the video today, the episode today, will cover the background of that flag and a description of what is on it and why those symbols were chosen. So let's jump right into it. Yes, we do have a Pennsylvania Dutch, Pennsylvania German flag. It was designed by a committee of members of the Grootstad Grundzaal Lodge. That's the main overseeing body of all of the groundhog lodges. And the people that were involved in this were specifically Carl Snyder, Peter Fritsch, Richard Miller, and Sterling Zimmerman. Now, if you're from Southeast PA, those names might sound familiar. They are biggies in the Pennsylvania Dutch community. Peter Fritsch, of course, a well-known poet and artist, and just those other guys. They're just big names, of course. The flag was officially dedicated at the Allentown Courthouse on the 6th of October, 1989. And the reason that date was chosen was because it was exactly 306 years after the ship Concord, which is represented by the ship in the Keystone, landed in Philadelphia. So we've had this flag around now since 1989, and let me talk a little bit about the flag itself. The banner carries symbols of Pennsylvania Dutch heritage, including a church, a plow, heart and tulip, and the slogan, Lieber Gott im Himmel drin, lass uns Deutsche was mir Sinn. And the words in Pennsylvania Dutch translates into, let us Pennsylvania, dear God in heaven, let us Pennsylvania Dutch people be what we are. And the committee themselves wrote a description of why they chose the symbols on the flag, and let me just read those to you and what they had to say. According to the group, a flag is an object of symbolism, usually displayed as a reminder of the deeds and accomplishments and contributions of a nation by its people. The Pennsylvania Dutch flag is such a symbol. It represents an ethnic group whose accomplishments and contributions have played a loyal and honorable role in the development and success of our great state and our nation. The colors chosen, red, white, and blue, are a reminder that in spite of the Pennsylvania Dutch's background, they are first and foremost loyal and devoted Americans. The sailing ship Concord commemorates the journey from Krefeld, which is in Germany, in the Rhineland-Palatinate, to Germantown in 1683, the start of a great migration of German-speaking people in search of greater religious freedom and better social and economic conditions in a new area of the world. The Keystone is the symbol of Pennsylvania, the principal and permanent settlement for the majority of immigrants. The dialect expression, as I mentioned, Lieber Gott im Himmel drin, lass uns Deutsche was mir Sinn, translated into Dear God in heaven, leave us, Pennsylvania Dutch, what we are, implying, let us keep our traditional ways. The dialect expression symbolizes the main instrument of communication used by the Pennsylvania Dutch in their everyday social and economic associations. The church, indicative of the devoutness of Pennsylvania Dutch, whose religious convictions were a strong, motivating force in their daily lives. The plow, symbolizing probably the predominant Pennsylvania Dutch profession, that of farming, and the Pennsylvania Dutch farm as a source of food for the state and our nation. The heart and tulip represent the great skills and contributions of the Pennsylvania Dutch in arts and crafts. The Conestoga wagon, standing for the Pennsylvania Dutch contribution to the need for transportation. This ship of inland commerce, as it became known, played an important role in the Revolutionary War under the guidance of Pennsylvania Dutch teamsters. It also played a tremendous role in America's westward expansion. So there you go. There's the description and the definition of the symbols chosen for our Pennsylvania Dutch flag. I have to admit, I do have one. I don't have a flagpole at my house, so it's not flying outside. And to be honest, I haven't seen it fly from a lot of flagpoles when I drive around Pennsylvania Dutch country, but I know a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch that do have them, maybe on display in their den or just folded up somewhere for posterity. You can purchase your own Pennsylvania Dutch flag. I'll include a link in the comments down below here on the YouTube channel of a place where you can order your own flag. They are really nice. And yeah, as a Pennsylvania Dutchman, I look at that flag and see the symbols, and they do speak to me from my ethnic and cultural background. And I'm proud that we do have a flag. I think every people should have some kind of flag or symbol, and I'm glad that we have ours, and I'm glad that those four guys put the time and effort into designing it and getting that out there for us to have as a people. If you have an idea for a future video, email me. If you have a question about something you've always wondered about Pennsylvania Dutch, please send that as well. I do have some ideas in the future. I would like to do a couple more cooking episodes. Those were really well received. I got a lot of comments, positive comments, about the episode on sauerkraut and corn pie. I also got some comments of people that were a little perturbed that my recipe was a little different from what they were used to. That's all right. I do appreciate comments, whether positive or negative. So if you have a question, just send it to me. Send me an email and let me know. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, tell your friends. Get them to subscribe, and we'll keep those videos coming. Until next time, go out, buy yourself a Pennsylvania Dutch flag, and keep practicing your Pennsylvania Dutch, and Max gut.
Max gut.